Good morning. This is Randy with Carchaeology, and I am in Tupelo, Mississippi. I'm talking kind of quiet because, well, it's still pretty early. It is dark outside, but I want to get on the road and see how far I can get in the old Mercedes. Again, I'm trying to reach Paonia, Colorado, where my brother lives. I think it's going to take a couple of days to get there if I push pretty hard, but I will admit I didn't have a great night's sleep last night. And I really don't want to push myself to the point of exhaustion or point of doing something stupid. So I'm going to kind of just go with the flow and see where we end up today. Hopefully we can make it up to maybe Salina, Kansas, which seems to be a good midway point between here and Colorado. But buckle up, let's roll. Let's see if this old Mercedes will get me down the road. All right, got my luggage. The car is still out here. Typical Mercedes driver, just power parking right out in front of the place. But had to do it. Dome light works. Love that. Okay. Cold morning. Pull out the choke. Put in the key. Come on, baby. Wow, nice. All right. Do we have headlights? That's hazards. That's wipers. Oh, it just died. Huh. Come on now. All right, we'll figure this stuff out. Hey, there's headlights. Right on. Go time. Okay, rolling along the highway. My first stop for the day will be Memphis, Tennessee. I want to drive by Graceland because, well, that's what you do. And Elvis, baby. The old Mercedes seems to be running okay. There's still a little bit of a high-speed flutter, like a little fuel blockage or something not quite right with carburetor tuning. But the car's got plenty of power. It's able to go freeway speeds, and overall I'm pretty happy with that. There's a couple things that I'm realizing, though, now that I'm on the road that I'm not happy about. I asked the guy I got it from if the heater worked in the car. He said, yes, the heater works. Well, it doesn't, and I'm frickin' cold. I've got gloves that I brought, thankfully. I can see my breath as I'm driving down the road, and that's really making me question the idea of taking the northern route and going and seeing my brother up in the Rocky Mountains in frickin' winter. So that might be a game changer there for me. Also, the horn doesn't work, the gas gauge doesn't work, the speedometer doesn't work, etc., etc. There were parts that I thought that came with the car when I bought the car, and apparently those did not come with the car. A little upset about that. The guy was pinching pennies a little bit, wanted me to cover his bank fees for the bank wire, $15. Fine, okay. But anyway, I don't know. At this moment, I'm going through that, oh crap, what did I do? But I'm a big boy. I'll take it. I'll continue on. I'm going to make the best out of the trip no matter what. And I know once I get this car back to California and spend my time with it, it's going to be a nice piece. It's a good car. That's all great. But come on, man. If I ask you if the heater works, and you tell me it works and it doesn't, all the levers are totally frozen, well, now I'm frozen. Anyway, wheels rolling. Here we go. Next stop, Memphis, Tennessee. All right, made it to Graceland. There you go. Beautiful morning here in Memphis, Tennessee. Little sightseeing here. Some of the names and stuff written on the wall.
kind of fun to see. A bit of Elvis history, baby. Heck yeah. Love this bridge, and then the old bridge that's over there next to it. Pretty darn cool. Neat. Well, it's stalling out on me here at an idle. It seems to be good when I'm driving, but as I got off the freeway to check the gas, it stalled out, and it doesn't seem to be maintaining an idle, so I'm not exactly sure what's up with that. I kind of poked around and fiddled with stuff a little bit, but I'm just going to get on the road and roll with it. Forget it. Foot to the floor. Let's try to make it home. I wonder how much gas I have. Can't be accurate. Okay, I've had some breakfast. That has improved my mood. This thing is definitely stalling out at idle though, and I realize there's an auto parts store that's right across the street, so I am going to get on over there, tinker with this bad boy, and see if I can figure out the issue. But definitely making me question taking the long route. Maybe I'll just take the shortest route, but a little troubleshooting, maybe it'll work. Okay, I swapped out the fuel filter, the old one in the box here. This one, fuel is definitely flowing in there nice, but it's still stalling out, so it's something with the carb here. I tried to block this here to see if maybe that little on-off switch has something to do with it. Let me try it without that in there and see if it does. Right on, she's idling. So, little idle jets there were clogged up a little bit, but I think that was it. A little card cleaner and a little wire through that jet, cleaned it on out. It burned like a kitten. Well, it's warmed up a little bit. My mood is significantly better after fixing the idle issue. The car was really running rowdy, would not idle at all. It was a total bugger to try to keep it running when I got off the freeway. And then the shifter is really super loose on the thing, so it's hard to get it into gear. It's a 4 on the column, which is a little funky to begin with. But anyway, a clogged idle jet, that's simple enough. Got that figured out, put a new fuel filter on it in the meantime, one that I can look inside and make sure that it's staying clean. But now that it's warm, my belly's full, the car's running a little bit better, my mood has definitely improved. And I may still head north to see my brother, because really, I'd love to. It would be cool to see him. It'd be fun to see the mountains. But my concern, of course, is weather. Obviously, driving in the cold without heat can be a little uncomfortable. And certainly, I don't want to get into any situations where I'm driving in proper winter weather with snow and ice. I'm a California boy and I don't know what the hell I'm doing when it comes to that. And I don't want to ball up this old Benz against a tree or off a ditch or anything like that. So I'm driving to Fort Smith, Arkansas, which is kind of just before the turnoff to aim north towards Colorado. I'll make a decision there. It's an absolutely beautiful day. There's fall colors on some of the trees. You can see them going by. I might stop at some point and try a little further detailing of the car, because I got some better polish, something with a little more grit to it, and I'm curious to see if I can get it to shine. I may kind of start with the hood, so hood and the tops of the fenders, because I can see that as I'm going. Anyway, we'll find out what's happening, but mood has improved, the road is good, the car's running significantly better, and I'm happy. Proper adventure. Okay, I'm in Little Rock, Arkansas, just taking a little side tour. This is River Walk Road or something like that. And down at the end of this is one of the sites that popped up when I looked on Google. It's the Big Dam Bridge. So we will see how big this dam bridge is. And
in half a mile, turn left.
A little bit.
see if I can get this car to shine.
Okay, taking a little walk around break here in Little Rock, Arkansas. And I took some of the new polish and kind of went after this quarter panel. You can see the difference between the trunk and that rear fender. Definitely a big difference. So basically what I did is hit it with a clay bar, then hit it with this other polish, and then hit it with just kind of a quick detail shine sort of a thing. And you can still see there's some fade there. I think I can get deeper with it, but big difference between here and here. And check that out. Heck yeah, I'm gonna keep going. And that over there is the big dam bridge, which is pretty big, and there's a dam over there, so I guess that makes sense. There you go. I'm big on Little Rock. Wish you were here. Okay, I've got my workout. I've had my fun. I come polish this side here. I got that front fender. It's looking a little bit better than the hood there. You can certainly see that. Obviously, this is faded through on the top. Not a whole lot you can do about that, but overall, looking a little bit nicer. And I did put on my bug and box plate. If you don't follow me on Instagram, that is my name. So look that up, Bug and Box. I'm posting a lot of photos and little bits of video of the trip right there. So I'm going to leave the Big Dam Bridge in Little Rock, Arkansas, and continue my travel west.
Well, there you go. Another day down on the road trip. I did not cover as much ground as I was hoping, but I did overcome some obstacles. The old Mercedes here was not running great. In fact, it was stalling out like crazy. It was really difficult to keep the thing running and shift it and deal with the jerky shifter and all the funky stuff that was going on when it would stall out at every single opportunity. It was okay when I was on the highway and just flat footing it and pushing it along. But as soon as I got into traffic or got off the freeway, she was a bugger to keep running. But fortunately, I figured that out. It wasn't a super big deal. Just had to pull the idle jets out and clear those out, get a little piece of wire in through there to get something that was hard in one of them. And that made it happen. I also did a little more carb tuning. It's running a little bit smoother out there on the highway. It's still not 100%, but I'm feeling pretty confident that the thing's going to make the trip. Obviously, fuel gauge issues I've had. It has been running cool, which is great. The oil pressure gauge is not accurate. It just kind of pings up to the top pin on the gauge as soon as you start the car, and so I know it's not reading accurately. But another funky thing, the clutch pedal sometimes hangs up on the floor, and you got to stick your foot up underneath it to pull that clutch pedal back up. I don't know what's going on there. It needs lubrication, stronger spring, or something like that. But I don't know. I guess that's what you should expect when you're picking up some old 58-year-old car and trying to drive it a couple thousand miles home, and you've never driven it. I realized why the horn isn't working. It's actually missing. It's gone completely off of the front of the car. So I might hit up the previous owner and see if he might have that horn laying around. And if not, then if anybody out there has a horn, let me know. Let's see, what else? Little sightseeing. I'm going to post up a few pictures here of some of the stuff that I've seen. And I'm going to get into the room and map out tomorrow's plan. And I will admit that I'm really on the edge, whether I go north and brave the cold and the additional drive and get up into the mountains to see my brother, or whether I just take Route 40 and a bit Route 66 on home. I've got to say I'm probably leaning that direction at the moment, but who knows what I'll think in the morning after a good night's sleep. In any case, I hope you enjoyed today's little video, the voyage of the mighty Mercedes. Please tune in, watch the rest of the trip, and I appreciate the positive thoughts of me making it back to California in this old car. Thanks again for watching, everybody. Keep on digging them up and driving them. Bye-bye.